Around this time of year, one of the best things I love to do is catch as many Halloween specials on TV. As a kid, this was the best time of the year. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Scary Godmothers, Halloween Spooktacular, Billy and Mandy's Jacked Up Halloween. You named it, I probably watched it growing up.
That's what I call Halloween spirit.
In today's video, we are covering one of my favorite Halloween specials, Garfield's Halloween Adventure. So sit back, relax, and get ready for all the candy. Before we get started though, I would appreciate your support to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost a thing, and it helps small creators like myself continue to grow and find our audience. This year marks the 40th anniversary of the Halloween special, as it was released on October 30th, 1985. It would also, on its debut, be paired with It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, which was already into its 19th year of syndication. Originally titled Garfield in Disguise, this was an original story not adapted from the comic strip like the previous Garfield specials. In fact, the illustrated book came out a month before the special aired, being created simultaneously and published by Random House Publishing Group. In a 2014 interview with the AV Club, Jim Davis asked what did he want to do with the Halloween special compared to the other family-friendly holiday specials. I wanted to start it with something very familiar. Garfield going through the day, being Garfield with candy, going out trick-or-treating, things like that. Then I wanted to turn it. I wanted to go somewhere that would at least scare 4-year-olds. The special starts off with the usual Garfield antics you would see in the comics. Arguing with Binky the Clown, conversing with his owner John, and bullying poor Odie.
Odie's so stupid he'd have to stand on a chair to raise his IQ.
Then Garfield gets an idea of taking Odie with him for tricks or treat, to gain twice the candy for himself. Digging through the junk in the attic, Garfield dresses Odie and himself up as pirates. Very fitting for the themes of this special. Before leaving the house though, Garfield just had to steal John's last piece of lasagna. Walking the streets among other trick-or-treaters, Odie is terrified by them. Garfield proceeds to show Odie that everyone's just in costumes and having fun.
See?
But the further Garfield tries to prove that, we begin to see less kids in costumes and more supernatural forces are out tonight. The kid gloves are slowly coming off. Garfield and Odie over the course of the night have collected a good amount of candy, but Garfield's greed consumes him. He spots more houses across the river and coaxes Odie to join him. The boys soon set off in a small boat to cross the river. Garfield gets into character as Orange Beard the pirate and orders Odie to drop the oars. Not really smart, because soon Garfield and Odie see that their boat is trapped in a current and are at the mercy of the sea.
I want my mommy!
Garfield spots a house on an island, and the boys somehow navigate it without oars. I don't know. This is a kid's cartoon, so don't try to put too much logic behind this. Once they arrive on shore, the house gives off a classic Universal horror vibe.
Nice touch.
Garfield and Odie enter the house where they are confronted by a terrifying old man.
Shut up, you two!
The old man tells Garfield and Odie a haunting ghost story. To avoid any copyright infringement with audio, etc., I will post the monologue. It's written well, and with the old man's voice, it has your immediate attention from start to finish. After the old man shares his story, he disappears into the night, having run off with the boat and Garfield's candy. The clock strikes midnight, and the spirits of the pirates rise out of their murky, watery grave. Garfield and Odie hide in the cupboard as the floor planks are torn up and the treasure is lifted. With the old haunted house being dusty and all, Odie fights back a sneeze.
Maybe they didn't see us.
Garfield and Odie have been spotted and flee to the pier as the ghost pirates chase after them. It's the end of the line, and even Garfield is willing to dive off the pier to save his own life. But there's just one issue with that.
Rats! I forgot! I can't swim!
Odie sweeps in for the save and gets Garfield ashore. Feeling defeated after a night of scares and no candy to take home, Garfield and Odie stumble upon their boat and their candy. Garfield and Odie collect their reward and head on home.
And we got the candy, 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 candy.
The story ends with Garfield having learned a lesson for his greed, thanking Odie, and rewards him with half of the candy. In our closing image, Garfield attempts to unwind with some TV, but finds the old man on screen hosting an all-night pirate-themed movie marathon.
Boy, am I tired.
Overall, it's a fun watch still. The animation for the Ghost Pirates are amazing, even for today's standards. It's on the cusp of being frightening enough that it won't give you any real nightmares, but just enough to scare you. I find Garfield's Halloween adventure to be a nice double billing with It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, giving you an hour or so of jump scares and laughs for the family. What did you think about Garfield's Halloween adventure? Do you still have a routine line of films or TV specials that you watch yearly for Halloween? Leave them in the comments below. I would love to read them. This is the Gothic Storyteller signing off and wishing you all a happy Halloween.